Can you hear me, Michael? Can you hear me? Yep, got you, mate.
All right, welcome to our reserve grade game for today. We apologise there for a bit of a delay with ground changes occurring, but you would have seen the teams from East and Taroona there standing in silence, just in memorial of our good friend Don McConaughey, who recently passed away whilst travelling overseas. Been involved in rugby in Tasmania for a long time as Don, coaching a lot of juniors earlier, and I know his association through his son, through his son Ruben, who's currently playing for Taroona. We're away here now with this first match in the men's for today. Plenty of players out here. I think we're just playing 14 aside at the moment. There's a couple of Taroona players also helping out on the East's team, as they were a little bit short today. Looks like Chris Noble, I think possibly Charlie Holmes in the number 6 for playing for East as well. And Taroona just with the ball in hand and running around the blind side there. Taking the ball up. Quite a few mixed jerseys on the Taroona team today. A couple of different, at least 3 different kinds, I think, out there. Nice run there from Cody Mann, hitting it up. And Taroona just maintaining possession here at the ruck. And driving forward, getting into their attacking end. Michael Smith comes into halfback and gives it to Chaperone Tucker. Goes to Hall. Nice little inside and out, but great defence there from East. And the ball spills, but picked up nicely by Chaperone Tucker. Scragged a little bit high, but he had his head down by Holmes. And Bird now comes in. I think Bird playing at halfback for Taroona today. Great solid tackle there by Kiwi on Sam Graves from Taroona. Nice to see him, and manages to take his top off completely. So good battle there from those guys. Burke steps one way, steps the other. Oh, Chaperone Tucker tackled early. Yellow card, sir. And Noble there, grabbing hold of Chaperone Tucker in defence just a bit before he picked that ball up. So good running there. Great run from Alistair Burke, playing in his 150th game, I believe, today in the number 15 for Taroona. So they're looking good so far, the Blues, or sometimes called the Blues, always called the Penguins.
Wait. 10, please. 10. East, back 10.
So East need to be almost on their line in defence. Getting some assistance from the referee to make sure they get back. Ball doesn't find Mann, but does find Vidulic, who gives a floppy pass backwards looking for Bird, but it doesn't get to him. And well recovered in there by Jenkinson. Vidulic comes back out now, and he has a big crack. This guy picks up a head of steam, and he's bony as hell and hard to tackle. He's got some serious momentum behind him. Nice hands from Smith, but Cannell drops it. Ball still goes backwards, though. No, it comes back. I think the pass from Smith to Cannell was just too good, and Cannell unable to take it, so just dropped that one down to his feet. And good pressure in the end in defence by East, as Taroona tried to get that ball out wide.
Second.
Okay, good scrum attempt there by Taroona, and it's a nice kick back there from Dupree in the fullback position. Burke gets back eventually. He looks across and he's got Marlowe for Taroona. There's another name we haven't seen out here this year. Nice to see Tom Marlowe on the field. Getting more numbers around the rugby. Jenkinson now, nice line in there. Finds a bit of space and gets his team moving forward. Bird comes back to Cannell, Taroona's captain. And he's got Smith with him, but ball's been stolen by Casbold, illegally though. Oh, no. Got offside play called by the assistant referee. So Taroona will have a shot at it. Nice little steal there, though, by Casbolt. He's a wily character, and you can't underestimate his ability. That kick's not going to make touch. And Nick McNeil gets taken in a tackle by Jacob Purcell, the monkey. And Bird takes Holmes to ground. And the ball bounced past by Easts. Nice defensive effort there by Chaperon Tucker, getting up really quickly. He's finding himself a niche in this number 10 position. Only recently been putting in here, and he's directing his team really nicely. The number 10 there for Taroona. And Kiwi goes with the kick this time. Finds Burke, though. Burke will run in field, and he gives a big wide one across to Marlowe. Breaks through the tackle of Drysdale, but doesn't make it any further than some valiant attempts in there by, I think, Fishpool in the number 13. And now around the outside. Not sure who we've got over there on that side scoring that try for Taroona. But it's a good run down the sideline. And I think it might be Andreessen. It is. Leon Andreessen scores the try. So good pressure in the build-up there from Taroona. And they eventually rewarded with the try in the corner to Leon Andreessen. As we cut back to watch the kicker here. When the camera pans back, you'll see on the far side a marquee, green and white, with a lot of blue and white coloured jerseys underneath it. Just celebrating Taroona's 75th anniversary as a club. And in the end, no T gets across there, and Bird goes with the drop kick. Not a bad effort from that distance, but doesn't go straight. And Taroona will just maintain a 5-0 lead. A good start to them. And it'll be interesting now to see East with possibly an opportunity, or as they kick the ball back, to get their hands on it. So slow return from East, just taking their time to get back in no rush. I think we were told we're only going to be playing 14 aside, but it does look like there are 15. And the kick comes from Eddington. Vidlich can't take it and knocks it forward. So prime opportunity here for East to get some hands on the ball and mount some kind of attack. Noble coming into scrum half in the blue socks and the number 19 for East. Eddington at the back there. And just taking the time, working out who's playing where in the scrum. Not sure whether we'll see contested scrums as yet. I know that's been a problem with East so far, and I know with their numbers down today, they may not have the opportunity to do it. Front row is not listening to the instructions. I do love the way Phil, the referee, refers to everyone as gentlemen. Not sure how many of them are that gentle. Okay, and we are contesting scrums. This is great to see. Noble gets it, but is bundled up by Bird, who gets back to his feet. I can hear the crowd enjoying that contest. Taroona coming in on the side. Not allowed to put their hands on that ball once the ruck is formed. And Kiwi will take the kick to the sideline. Eddington just making the mark. And nice kick there. So East push further into attack now. See how their line out will go. Throw going to come here from Casbolt. And they're going to, sure they've got it at the front there if it's Zach Warren. And well tapped back in the end there. Oh dear, by Jenkinson, but picked up in the very, very precarious position there by Bird. And Taroona will just look to clear this. Messy ruck, but in the end, Michael Smith acting as halfback again. He's got a good arm on him, definitely capable of doing that. Now Bird comes in and he's going to look for Chaperon Tucker, who goes wide under pressure, and they just get the ball away. Now Purcell, has he got the pace to get away? He has. He goes back inside there, unable to be taken in the end by Nick McNeil, but Chris Noble comes back across in defence and thwarts his teammate from a try-scoring opportunity. Chaperon Tucker, great balance he's showing today and slipping through tackles. And now his teammates get over the top of him, and Taroona deep in attack. Messy ruck work here. Bird might want to try and get these balls out a little bit quicker. Cannell picks up one on his shins, and we got a penalty advantage here. I think offside play by East. Bird with the wide pass to Burke. Gives it to Marlowe, dishes off to Cole on the outside, and he's over in the corner. So lovely hands exploiting a big blindside over there. Just watch out again. Bird gets this nice wide pass. You can hear Burke outside. He's got Marlowe and Alex Cole on his shoulder. And the defence couldn't get across there, and Cole dives over. Nice attempt at defence back there. I think Dupree coming across, but unable to get there. And I think Dupree may even still be down after diving to make that tackle. It's the last thing that East want is an injury to have to lose players on the field. And the kick coming from Birdo. He's moved in the last 24 hours due to players in and out. Moved from fullback, I think, to outside centre to halfback. And here comes the kick. It's not a bad looking one either. Just goes to the left, but a nice solid kick there from Bird. So the ball will come back, and Easts will have another kick. All right, just keeping eyes out for any substitutions having happened. Certainly not appearing to be any on the Taroona end as yet. And Mitchell Eddington with the kick here. Oh, it's a low one, but they're always the hard ones. And Reeson picks it up with no pressure, ends up taking down a tackle. Noble tries to pilfer, but unable to. And now the ball comes out to Vidlich, hitting a nice line. Takes 3 or 4 of them that keep driving. They are going to hold him up here. If they can't get this ball back out, oh, and they just managed to. Oops, I think Bird taken out there. Bad luck by Eddington. That was actually really good effort at the bottom of the ruck there by East. Bird goes on his own, but he's got no one with him. Jenkinson's the nearest. Bird needs to hold on to it. He holds it up, and now the cavalry arrives. And nice work, I think, by Mann to get in there and secure that ball. And Marlowe to act as halfback and get it back to Vidlich, who's having another run. Now, Sam Graves, the man they call Boo Boo, getting in there and taking the ball. Cannell now hitting it straight. And good support play. So good phases here from Taroona, making metres each time. Bird. Bird grabs Fishpool by the boot and pulls him out of there. I got a penalty advantage, I think. I think it was actually for Fishpool rolling away. And Bird will have another go. Jenkinson's there. He'll link up with Cannell. No, links up with a wide ball to Smith. Oh, man needed to just take a slightly wider line behind there, and he would have had a great ball behind, pass behind from Smith, but Smith hammers it into Andreessen. I think we've had a head clash in there between possibly Kiwi and Fishpool. We don't want to see injuries happening when your team's already depleted, so I think he's just checking to see if he's okay. Looks like Fishpool says, yep, I'm fine. Just a bit shaken, I think, as anyone will be if they ran into the Kiwi. And Bird, oh dear. That would be the kick to be forgotten of the day. Aiming for touch and kicks it out over the line and kicks it dead. So ball will come back here for a scrum. To Easts. And just outside the 22, which means East can't kick this one out on the full. They may take a good look here and see if Charlie Holmes can get away on the near side of the field. Just see Jacob Purcell there, and the number 14 for Taroona coming into play in the defensive position back here, ready in case there is a kick. But he'll have to get up quickly if they bring the ball blind. And a nice scrum from Taroona, putting the pressure on. And it's been turned over. So picked up at the back by Cole, the try scorer. And he's flung to the ground by Kiwi. Taroona come in quickly, and Graves with a nice pick and drive. The support's slow to get there, but they managed to get it. Bird finds it, gets to ground, and the ball is back, ready to go. Andreessen also having scored a try, having a good bustle there with the pick and drive. Graves is going to have another go. He's getting close. A lot of experience there. Sam Graves has played a lot of games for Taroona. We haven't seen him a lot recent times. Burke picks up the ball, goes straight. Nice, solid hit in the tackle, but he rolls over and scores. And not sure what we're going to see here. There's a touch judge coming in, assistant referee, sorry, coming in. Not sure what's happened, but yeah, we'll see if we can pick that up.
Yep. Right, blue. Forces into the boat. Okay, so not a punch, but to the face. Okay. You're saying, suggesting a yellow card? Yellow card? Yep. Number 8.
So 8,
please.
Blue being, might come back and have no try here.
Number 8.
Just saw that's Alex Cole for Taroona. I saw him holding his neck on the way back, so I'm not sure he must have had a bit of a swing though. I'm not sure what they're saying, but the microphone doesn't like it because it says Bing. So just so no try will be scored there. Cole needs to leave the field. And just a shake of the hand from Kiwi. I don't know what actually happened there. Just heard not a punch, but some kind of swing or strike to the face. And the ball's kicked back now by East and gets out and actually pretty much hits Cole in the back. All right. All right, now East, a bit of reprieve there, so try not given due to the foul play against Taroona, and they managed to come away with a nice kick that eventually got to touch. Noble now with the ball, running wide. Doesn't give it and ends up just being held up in the middle of the field. I don't think his knees hit the ground yet. And Casbolt comes in and cleans out Hall, who was the man holding him up. Good counter-rucking here from Taroona. Graves goes way through with his counter-rucking. Casbolt runs into Cannell and Mann and taken down a nice tackle. So good phases here from Easts. Noble gives it to Eddington, who loves a run, and he's driven back solidly by Vidulich. And great counter-rucking again here. Taroona really killing it there. Just need to stay on their feet. Picked up by Cooper, I think, in there. And now that ball will come back. Really great counter-rucking. Sam Graves again just destroying the East forwards in those rucks. And Bird now goes for a run, finds Burke on the outside. He gets past Drysdale. He's not going to get past Fishpool, but he offloads back into Bird. And now they just wait for the support to come. Nice run there. Oh, is that Cody Mann with a try? What a run from the big fella. Big second rower. Great to see some aggression from him. They call him Melman down at Taroona after the giraffe from whatever that movie is. Madagascar, I think, is the film. And here he goes. What a solid hit through there. And then he just pinned his ears back. It was a good effort to get him to ground there in the tackle. But his momentum took him over the line. And as you see him coming back there, just with him is Jonty Savoury, one of the junior players out here. And it's good to see him getting his first game in senior rugby, playing for reserve. So plenty of encouragement for juniors around the state. Under 17 players being given exemptions to play in reserve rugby with some sort of parameters around how they can do that, what positions I think they're allowed to play. But excellent to see Jonty out there. He had a really excellent display in the North versus South match that we saw here a couple of weeks ago. Very good rugby player, and it's great that he's getting an opportunity to step up into a higher level. I know Taroona also have Ed Nordstrom, I think, who will be playing in his first game too. So excellent to have some new and young talent on the field. So conversion's no good though. Taroona now sitting at 15-0, halfway through the first half. Charlie Holmes thinks, oh, I might go and pretend I'm going to have a quick kick. Enjoying some banter with his Taroona teammates. Eddington now with the kick. Goes short and wonky. No one takes it. Graves falls over. Vidulich misses it. Taroona get it, but the East's ruck drives them back. And we've got Fishpool again, I think, finding himself offside and being pulled out of the ruck by Bird. And here's Mann again with the ball, having a nice run. So he's getting some confidence. Again, I think a player who's had some injuries and not always been able to play this year. And Noble draws a penalty there, so Savoury unable to get him. And a bit of an injury again happening here. I think it's Eddington on the ground. Not sure what he's holding or injured. Just waiting for some support to come out for him. Taroona, meanwhile, gather and have a chat. And discussion over here between Aidan Cannell and Rogers, the referee. Just wait for so it looks like Eddington's going to come from the field here. A bit of a hobble happening. not good to see. Hopefully he'll be okay to possibly come back on, but we did see this last week. If a player goes off deemed injured, that they're not permitted to come back onto the field. And there's a nice kick again. Just probably Taroona not quite being switched on there. We didn't have someone back on the line ready for that kick. I can see another substitution happened over there. Looks like Alex Wright has come onto the field, I think, for the team in blue on the far wing, and Thomas Marlowe probably having a rest. And East with a great opportunity here if they can get this line-out win. Nice and close, only about 7 or 8 metres out from the line. Casbolt with the throw. And he'll go to Warren, I think, and no, it goes short, but taken by Savoury. So the first gamer with the pilfer at the line-out. Well done. And the quick ball coming in the kick. Well taken back there by Dupree, who can't get his feet. And looks like the counter ruck is not good enough there. But it looks like I think Kyle Dupree, as he slipped there, has not released the ball in that counter ruck and been deemed to be holding on for too long. Bird, he'll want to concentrate a little bit more on his kicking, and he finds touch this time after a couple of misses earlier. All right, Smith with the throw here. See the Taroona 75th tent in the background. And number 4 there, Vidulich, I think, taking that ball in the end. And no, here's Vidulich. Ball comes to Shapper Tucker, who gets through. Big collision in the midfield there. Jacob Cooper and might have been Warner, I think. Both of them off the ball. Now the ball comes to Cannell, straightens up with the fend, hangs onto it. And Fishpool needs to roll out of here before Bird grabs him again. Ball comes to Burke, steps back inside, slips out of the tackle, looks for the offload and finds Monkey. And he manages to hang on to the ball and keep his feet. Great work there by Purcell. And he gets down now to ground and gives his team the opportunity to recover from the ruck. Ball goes wide. Ball finds Shapper and Tucker, who runs almost backwards to get around the outside of Kiwi. And he's got some pace, this boy. And he's around the outside, and he's in the end run about 50 metres to score that, even though he started about 25 out. And really good speed. Just watch again here, Shapper and Tucker. He sees Kiwi, and he goes, no, I can get around you. He runs sideways and back a little bit. Once he gets around, the cover defence just not quite quick enough to get across. Bit of bickering going on out here. Bickering going on from Taroona, between the Taroona and the Taroona bench. So they're doing quite well here, and they're up, but so Burke now with the kick. And the kick, not so good. Just low, straight enough. And Holmes runs the ball back quickly again.
Their player is still off. Well, what did you guys agree to at the start?
I think so.
Well, it was agreed, and then it wasn't because it was going to be 14 on 14, and then they suddenly got a 15.
Yeah, we can go.
I think you want to organise that, please.
So just talking about.
Well, you were going to go 14 on 14 at the beginning. Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to come back on in that sense.
No, he's not coming back on.
He's not coming back on?
I don't think he will.
No. Okay, so let's go 14, please.
So just arranging in at this level of competition to...
No, it has to be a front row.
The original arrangement was to play 14 on 14, but I think maybe an extra player was given to East to allow them to have 15. But now with Mitchell Eddington being injured and coming off, we're just going to even it up. So it's still 14 aside. Okay, kick goes over the head of Graves.
That's backward.
Cooper can't quite take it, but it comes back. It's still going backwards, and I think East have won this. No. Yeah, good work there from East. Getting very messy, but Casbolt goes for the quick tap and draws another penalty for players not retreating the 10. Now the ball comes to Kiwi. He'll be dangerous at this level, but some good solid defence there. Jacob Cooper. Ball comes now to McNeil. Straightens up, runs into a wall. And Taroona now defending just sensibly without committing to the ruck. East with great drive now. And good ball retention here from East. Go another phase. Casbolt pushes it out wide to Kiwi. He's dangerous in space. Hold him up, but no one's taken him to ground yet. And Bird's latched onto that ball. And it's been stolen in the end there by Savoury. So nice work there in the end, in the defensive end there from Savoury and Bird. And the ball goes back to Burke, who goes the banana kick. Noble can't take it. Oh, Burke gathers his own kick. Yeah, players standing there offside. And in the end, Bird now comes for it. And the ball's back in the hands here of Holmes. He'll love a bit of space to run. And taken, good tackling. But East get back around and support now. And we've got another opportunity. East now just in their defensive zone. Ball comes out. Chris Barr there, drops it forward, and now Cannell's got it. He flicks one out backwards.
I've got it, it's okay.
Flicks it out backwards, but it was knocked on there by East.
Do we go? There seems to be a patch over here, guys. We'll go over this way.
Going to try and find a patch that's not mud on the field. It's a long way away. We're going to go 20 metres to set the scrum.
You're losing another one. Okay.
So another player down for East. I think Holmes has to actually leave.
You're going down one more. I've already got an equal to you. This one's going not because of an injury, he's got to go.
Yeah. Oh, he was from Taroona as well.
He was from Taroona.
Yeah. we borrowed him.
You borrowed him.
I mean,
okay.
It's up to them.
What do you guys want to do? Yeah. I'm asking the captains because the captains are the ones on the field. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, we'll go down.
Okay, so you go to 13. Yeah. So you lose your 8.
13, no, I thought we were down.
Okay, that's fine. No, then don't go down. You're already down to 14 because they've got interest.
You let us know.
Yeah. No, that's why I wanted to ask the question of the two captains. Okay? But let's make sure we have equal numbers in the scrum, please. Yes. Yep, still contested. Haven't heard otherwise.
Interesting saying that it needs to be equal numbers in the scrum. I don't know that that's the case.
If they've only got 7, you've got equal numbers, please, at this level. Thank you.
The team, okay. Roger says that's the rules. That's okay. Gives Taroona. Taroona now playing a player up, so they're 14, and I think East only have 13.
Crouch! You've got to come to breakaway, please. Come to breakaway. Yes, equal. Okay. Find! Set!
So Taroona with the scrum feed here after a little bit of negotiating and wheeling and dealing. We've got some rugby happening again. And Bird tackled there before he really got that ball away, but Chaperone Tucker comes in on it, loses his footing, and he's going to get away here. Oh, great work there. And a nice pop pass into Savoury in an excellent support position. And now Graves, he has another hit and run, but he finds Casbolt. Does get over the top of him, but Casbolt hangs onto the boot. And great direction there from Rogers in referee. Pat Garnham now on the field. And he's running a nice line, but again, some good tackling by East. not letting these Taroona structures get through. Shapper and Tucker taking it in two hands. Hall needed to look for the pass there. He had big numbers outside him and well tackled in the end by the defenders from Easts. Ball comes wide. Burke finds Cooper on his outside and the ball makes its way to right. Again, good cover defence by East, but player down. They're getting across there and getting themselves in front of the attack from Taroona. Bird now finds Mann running again and he drags them with him. Good, solid run. Taroona got big numbers out wide if they can spread it to the left, but they don't. They go to the right and Jacob Cooper finds a nice unders line and eventually Taroona managed to crack that defensive line and put on another 5 points. So tough day so far for Easts and a lot of success out here for the blue team. We'll see halftime fairly soon. Usually only play 35-minute halves.
That's time still, isn't it? 35?
Yeah, it's gonna be time you take it.
There we go, nice to hear from the referee. There will be time to take the kick. I think just after this one. Matches nicely with our clock. Bird is taking his time. And taking a lot of his time. Nice looking kick, but this one's away to the right. Oh no, time to take that kick, but not the restart. And we'll go to half time. Taroona with a pretty convincing first half there. Running away 5 tries with no conversions to East, who've defended valiantly and had a few good opportunities and gotten close to the line, but unable to put any points on the board so far. We'll take a break and we'll be back with you guys when we restart the second half. So a pretty solid first half there to Taroona, running in 5 tries. Right now, I think Taroona playing with 14 players and East playing with 13. East's just a bit short today, and Taroona had agreed to match their 14. But East have had another player had to leave, so an injury and another one down, so they're down to 13. Will make it tough for them, and they've spent most of the first half defending. Be pretty tiring. And Bird with the kick. So just puts it into that second row of defenders, and ball gets run forward. Nice chase in there by Jenkinson to take him down. And not Jenkinson, that's Nordstrom, the other debutant for today from Taroona. So getting involved, chasing that kick down. Graves with a nice drive. Just needs, Nordstrom needs to stay on his feet there at the ruck, but the ball's dished out quickly to the blind. And Taroona look to find some space back on this near side of the field. Canal's been very busy today. And nice work there from Casbolt. Just got onto that ball really quickly. Canal was hoping that the fend would allow him to drive forward a bit, but he was well met in that tackle and ended up going straight to ground. And Casbolt was right onto that ball. And a great kick from East, taking the line out all the way down to the front of the scoreboard. Ball comes in. Philip Ring at the top there taps it down and gets the ball to Graves. He's having a great game. Nice to see Boo Boo back on the field out here and menacing his opposition. Canal with another solid run as well and got some support with him this time. Bird with the quick one, bit high over the head of his first receiver, but Andreessen has a good run up the middle. Fends off a couple and sends them flying, and now Taroona really on the front foot. Canal again with another receive and run. He's made a lot of metres today. Looks to the blind, looks back in. Shapper and Tucker running across field a little bit, finds Ring. Ring holds onto it and finds Graves. Can he keep his feet? No, taken down in a nice tackle. They've got big numbers out wide, a pick and drive. Gets close, but been stolen, I think, down there. So Ring. So Ring gets over the line there with the ball, but not able to score. I think stolen in there by Nick McNeil. And we'll have the line drop out. So Kiwi having a chat. Looks where he's going to kick it. He'll go as long as he can. And there's no one back in the middle of the ground. So Bird has to chase it back and picks it up. Goes for a run. Finds Cooper. Try score at the end of the last half. Goes for a canter down the field with those giant thighs. And Bird looks to duck around, but nicely taken there. Rolls it back. Andreessen has had a good start to this half. And again, Bird comes in. Finds Ring, who's been busy since he's... Oh, cops one over the shoulder there from Barr. No, looks all right. And Cooper pops it out to Canal, who goes over and scores. So well-deserved there. Aiden Canal has run a lot of metres and been very busy, and his persistence pays off. Assistant referee right on the spot. Canal just takes out the corner post as he gets there. Good effort in the tackle, but he gets that ball down before he goes out. And the try is given. So Taroona really take over where they took off from at the end of last half. The East defence has been good. A lot of the tries scored out very wide when you're a player down or when your defence is really scrambling. That's often the case. They've been forcing those tries out wide rather than allowing them on the inside. So some good defence by East. It's a long kick here from Bird, who hasn't managed to get one as yet. Just taking his time again. And here we go. Not a bad looking kick. Just dropped short in front though. And score will remain 30-0.
It's actually 30, but just clicked over 29. Just waiting to see if this is a good player. Time off for a moment. You've got your captain down there. He's getting a rub. I thought he might have it quickly, but
so
he just wanted a moment.
Robbie Casbolt's still down where the try was scored, getting a bit of a massage, I think, from Darcy Butler, who was named to play originally, but unable to play today. And so we're just waiting for Casbolt to get back to the line. Hopefully he'll join that line and be okay to keep playing.
Right, Robbie?
Robbie gives the thumbs up.
Oh, I was not going there.
You'll see him just on the right of your screen, I reckon, very shortly. And there he is, just for the kickoff. Ball goes to Cooper, and he gets a good head of steam up, and no one takes him. Runs past Kiwi, runs past, oh, just enough to knock him off balance. And Graves, who's having a good, solid game, picks up and drives. I've said that a few times. Bird now looks wide, finds Cannell. He's got Cooper outside him. Outside him, Andreessen. Oh, there's an unintentional knock on there, and Casbolt's got to go. There's no choice here for the referee but to give a yellow card there. Wright had some good space out open outside him, and Casbolt just stuck his hand out and knocked that down. Definitely down. Bad luck to Robbie Casbolt. He knows. He knows. He didn't have a lot of choice though. And now he's got to walk past. Now he's got to walk past the Taroona bench. So Andreessen now, the quick tap instead of the line out, Taroona. They're now 2 players up. And they're deep in attack here. Meters from the line in front. They've got 4 players out wide on the left. And Shapron Tucker decides to go by himself instead of using one of his 3 outside players and drops it. So nice defence. I think Nick McNeil in there again, tampering with Taroona's play. And then the kick comes out, and Davies is back there to get it. Oh, nice little fend from Tim Davies there. And Taroona get back around there now. So they're going to have to battle to get back this at 20 metres again after Shapron Tucker was... Oh, here he goes. He's going to try it himself again. Kiwi won't let him do it, though. And Taroona go to the ruck. And we'll recycle and bring the ball this way. Hall he goes for the big pass and realises, hang on, there's no one defending me. He hangs onto it and then manages to find a gap in there somehow. And for the first time, Taroona score a try near the posts. That's pretty much exactly where Shapron Tucker would have scored it had he not dropped that ball earlier. So nice work there from Cody Hall. Just good decision making there. He looked for the wide pass, realised that the defenders were all standing flat-footed back on the line, and went himself. A few more substitutions happening out here. Not from East, sadly for them. They don't have the numbers to be able to sub. Taroona just cycling players through. Hall and Wright coming off. Marlowe's back on. Purcell coming back on. The kick was actually good. So, 37 Taroona, East's 0. Captain Courageous on the bench with that yellow card for an intentional knockdown in a defensive position.
Boys, incoming.
And East down to 13. No, down to 12. Taroona with 14 on the field. And Andreessen very close to the line. Can't get taken over it and dishes off to Cooper in a good supporting line. Pat Garnham now running, nice straight line. Donnelly manages to get hold of him, as does Kiwi, and they get him to ground. Ball rolls out in the end from Garnham's hands and somehow recovered by Taroona. And we'll play on there. Looks like Nathaniel Graham for the first time on the field this year. I don't think we've seen him. And a nice run from Philip Ring, too, slipping out of a tackle. McNeil's got him covered for pace, but loses his footing. And Nathaniel Graham comes onto the field and immediately has an impact by dishing off with an assist there. And Philip Ring with a really solid run. There's Graham, just dishes it off, bounces off Ring's chest, though. You can see Graham pops up in the number 24 behind. Nice supporting line on the inside there too from Shapper and Tucker, who's playing some great rugby. And a nice quick one there to Taroona. It's a tough day for Easts across the board. They haven't managed to put any points on the board in any of their games with women or men's yet today. Hopefully we can see that change. Those guys in front of us there, Barr and Kiwi. Maybe one of those guys will get a sniff and get an opportunity here. All right, just the slow return from East. No Charlie Holmes here to run the ball back quickly any longer, and Kiwi will come in to take the kickoff. Here he goes. It's a nice little chip in behind, just finds Cooper, nearly falls over as he goes back, but has a good run, and this guy's really making some impressions on the game. If he gets the ball and manages to pick up some pace, he's very hard to tackle. Bird with the quick one. Oh, Andreessen can't quite take it. I think Bird was looking somewhere else on that line, I think, and Andreessen ran into that gap. And just again, trying to work out a place on the field to have a scrum that's not so muddy. We've got to play another game on here afterwards.
Have you got anyone else? No, we've only got. Okay, so it'll be uncontested. Uncontested because their clock is on the yellow card. Well, you haven't got an 8 in anyway because we've only got 14 players in the pitch. So there shouldn't be an 8.
Again, we'll just have a little law book discussion here.
Uncontested.
But
you should have
East don't have a front row any longer because Casbolt's on the naughty chair,
okay, so we've only got 5
and there's no replacement available for him. So
your back rowers off. They haven't got any. You're going to put one back row on. Yep.
the scrum will come to East.
Yep.
We'll just decide how many numbers each one has to have on each side.
Uncontested. Yep.
An uncontested scrum. Looks like we've only got 6 in it. Which gives Taroona a pretty good defensive line. So Noble at halfback here. Kiwi brings the ball back for him. He gives it off to a nice solid run there. Defensive line caught a little bit napping in that case there. Ball pops out. Noble grabs it, goes forward,
No
and
hands now, no hands.
East with the ruck here. They want to be nice and direct,
Okay, release.
and
No
need
hands.
to go with support.
Thank you.
They're not going to get anywhere going too wide here. Ball comes to Donnelly, who's met in a very solid tackle, but maintains it and dishes it back nicely for his ruck. Again, a good solid run in here.
Okay, playing advantage to Maroon.
And penalty advantage to East. So this is their first real opportunity this half. We're going to come back. And might be some trouble here.
Okay, you can't lift the player above the horizontal. Okay, that's a yellow card.
He's already on the ground.
No, it's a yellow card, sorry. You go.
So Nordstrom in his first match gets a yellow card for
2 more minutes for that
lifting.
yellow. Here, here's my mark, so that you have it properly.
And the kick from East goes to the corner. And this is a prime opportunity for the Roosters to put some points on the board for the first time today. Line out on the 5 metre, though Casbolt's not on the field, so they don't have their wily hooker. He can hear me, he's only sitting about 3 metres away. He'll be devastated that he's not here for this one. Kiwi will score from this. Oh no, they get Jacob Purcell up in the air, the shortest guy on the field. And yeah, nice work from Kiwi. We have another chance here.
The tackle was completed while I was in the field, and then the player
drags him out.
Oh dear.
Okay, penalty, dragging the player over the sideline.
Oh, bad luck there to Kiwi. He's right. He had to release the player when the tackle was made, and he gave that extra drag and pulled him over the sideline. Apologies if I put the mockers on Kiwi. The kick's no good though, and Drysdale takes it. We haven't seen him with the ball in hands yet today. And Purcell comes in and takes him in a solid tackle. So nice work there from Monkey coming in flying out of nowhere. And great work there, Nat Graham getting that ball in the counter ruck. Bird finally gets in there now and finds Chaparatuck. And they've got acres of space in front of them out here. Cooper with a good fend, switches the ball into the other hand, looking to get the offload. Does manage to do that, and Chaparatucker's got some space. He's got the pace here to get through. I think Kiwi's going to get him. No, just misses him from behind though. And Taroona got really good support. But you don't want to run into that man, Kiwi, when you're counter-rucking. And with the pick and drive. Ball comes out now. Cannell's got it, dishes it off to Purcell, and he goes over for a well-earned try. So nice work from Taroona there, exploiting their extra numbers. Great work from Kiwi in defence there, coming back to shut down Chaparatucker and then make that next tackle. But Andreessen there carries it, draws Donnelly, who's in a good defensive position, but just had the numbers outside there. And Monkey able to go over in the corner. Just a bit of a discussion here going on. I don't know whether Bird might have a bleeding nose or something. Don't know. Plenty of casual chats between both sides and the referees at times. It's always good to see positive relationships between everyone on the rugby field. Bird's just going to take about 15 minutes to take this kick this time. And Burke runs in, puts his boot on it, and just grazes the outside of the post. So not a bad effort from out there. He certainly had plenty of opportunities from out wide, but you don't want to have to kick it too hard in a game like this. It's pretty sapping. And Bird's going to take a break from the field.
Well, they won't be in a minute.
Take a rest.
We'll be back on. But we have to be equal.
All right, East come back, and Casbolt's back on the field, so scrums can go back to contested.
So Robbie's back at, where's Aiden? It's just kids. Robbie's back, yellow card's back on? You should be, I hope so. He's nodding. Come on, let's go.
All right, Kiwi with the kick. Had a great opportunity just a little while ago to score, but unable to. And now Graham, he's dangerous with the ball in hand too. And look at him go. Eventually, a little bit high, that one, I reckon.
Playing advantage blue.
That was the only way to get him down, was the choker hold. And a nice option to go wide. Chaperon Tucker with the ball in two hands, runs through a gap. And, oh, he gives that one forward, though. No, I think that ball might have gone forward, but Ring takes it, and what hands by Chaperon Tucker. That was an excellent try, great support play out wide. Certainly looked like it was forward, this pass. Oh, no, I don't know, I'm undecided. I thought it was to start with, now I'm undecided, but the record will show that it was back. So great running from George Chaperon Tucker, who's really relishing this role in the 5/8 position. It's something that's been new for him over the last month or so, and he's really, really getting involved and enjoying this.
I'm not the kicking coach.
Pat Garnham now having a kick with Birdo off the field. Not sure how this has eventuated. He puts it over the dot. And you can hear the crowd pretty happy about that. And Taroona really now putting the pedal down and putting Easts to the sword. Yeah.
Just try and keep the tackle down. You knew it was nothing in it. Okay, thank you.
All right, Casbolt back on. He'll take the kicking duties now. It's been passed around by a lot of Easts. It's a nice kick. That's a good area. Although Graham's got it again, and he ran 40 metres last time. And he's still going.
Okay, release now, tacklers, release!
Just see Drysdale holding his head in the middle of the field, just with a bit of an injury. I think in that
there's a knock on there.
In the tackle from or on Graham, he's just hit the ground and holding his head. He's I think he'll be okay. But he's going to come from the field. Looking a little bit dazed.
Thank you for that. Okay, they're coming back here for the knock on.
Taroona just dropping another one there to keep it vaguely even.
Said he'd go off. Very, very nice.
So we're now down to 13 v 12.
Your knock on. All right, I'm trying to find a dry spot. Exactly.
Trying to find a dry spot.
I'm not sure it's really dry. It's dry contested. It should be 6, sorry, be 7. No, we've got contested back again.
Just on a personal note,
and I think we don't have an 8.
I'm so happy to have this referee's mic on Phil Rogers, because he's a very entertaining referee. He just has so good at engaging with the players on the field in a positive way.
You need some flankers, Taroona.
I think Taroona have actually got only 12 on the field as well. Oh, it's because they've got one on the bench on the yellow card chair. So it should be 12 v 12 at the moment.
You've got to bring one in, Taroona.
We've only got 4 players in each back line now. Maybe they should have decided to make it 5 v 5 in this scrum, but it should be contested at the moment. So.
2 in that back row. You need one more, boys. You need another one.
I'm not sure how. Well, Taroona probably just need to put someone back on the field.
Come on, boys. You need one more. Quick,
Taroona should just send someone on from their bench.
Okay, let's go. Gentlemen. Gentlemen. Crouch.
Second.
Let's go seconds. Come on. Fine. Trying to actually get numbers. No, we're not non-contested.
This game's getting confusing. But Taroona, I think, are actually got a player short on the field at the moment. And
that's fine, lock on blue. Playing advantage to Maroon. No hands
with numbers not being even. But here we go. East, good opportunity now. I think they've got one player more than Taroona on the field somehow. And so they're going to go. Good contact in there. Donnelly having a solid hit up.
No hands.
Canal needs to leave it alone. And advantage here. Barr with a good hit there. Taken down by Marlowe.
You've got a long arm penalty advantage, right?
I think Donnelly may be down now in the middle of the field. As the players are getting tired, it's just that much harder to get up and you hit the ground.
Here. No advantage over. Not rolling away. Blue. Back 10.
So Aidan Cannell, I think, was trying to get that ball, but the tackle player was still in the way. And East's another good opportunity.
Disappeared.
Okay. Oh, he gets it over the head of Jacob Purcell. And they'll get another opportunity here.
2 more minutes, but you were doing running time, yeah? Yeah, thank you.
So 2 more minutes for Ed Nordstrom before he can come back on.
Okay, come on, Michael.
Given that Taroona actually were playing with one player more than East's, they've got 1 yellow card on there, but I think they've still got actually 1 less on the field than East. Tim Davies unable to take that ball there and knocks it on. And Dupree decides he might try and kick it. And then Tom Marlowe makes a very solid tackle. And East get back. Noble, not sure where to go. Or Jacob Cooper will have him. And bundles him up. Slowly get in. Taroona looks to counter ruck.
No hands. Yep, that's fine, that's fine.
And Kiwi picks it up. Pushes it out wide to Donnelly, who's been getting busy. Played a good solid game. Kiwi now taken around the ankles and down by Ring and Monkey. And East slowly making metres here. Good positive rugby going on. Driving forward, taking their time, doing what's going to suit their game. Gets out wide. Garnham and Ring make the tackle.
One leave early, Michael. No hands now.
Noble gets it in, goes to Donnelly with another run. Nice low tackling by Mann and Purcell. Kiwi dishes it out, got some support out wide, but they duck back in. He gets the wrap around. Runs over the top of Burke, who was trying to go low, and dishes it off to Noble.
No, tackle made.
Great metres being made here. Just at least 1 or 2 every time from East, and that's all they need to do. All balls rolled out. Noble picks up the quick pass, finds Casbolt. Again, Mann and Purcell making tackles together. And another penalty here. Quick tap, Barr, he's close, he's very close. And they're offside on the line. Ball comes out, McNeil bundled up. Ball pops out, Noble swings it back to the other way. Oh, they had numbers out wide. Kiwi bashes into Philip Ring and falls over the line for a great try. I called him before with the expected try, but this time rewarded for absolutely relentless pressure.
Yes, please. Definitely.
Just watch the bump off here on Ring. Boom. See you later. Great try to the Kiwi. Not great hairdo, though. I wonder what we'll see him looking like next time. There's not a lot left of that Ronald McDonald curls to get rid of. I'd have to say the skullet does suit him, though. And he's played a great solid game of rugby all day, never giving up. Great work, Kiwi. And they're going to make him kick it too. Oh, off to the... No, it's over. Didn't look so good to me. But great kick there. So Kiwi, 7 points. First points of the day for Easts. Well deserved. Drawing penalties from Taroona, are getting a little bit lazy in defence after not having had to do it a lot. We're yellow card players now come back on. There he comes, Ed Nordstrom. He'll just appear in front of you. There he is. And the ball goes back. Barr takes it. And nice defence there. Oh, look out. Pat Garnham falling over that ball. Good defence. Just got to be careful in those rucks to keep your feet. Noble. Casbolt goes the kick. We've got some offside play. Hands in the ruck. I think that was Garnham in that case again. About 5 minutes to play in this match. Kick goes from Kiwi, who landed on top of the marquee over there. Taken by one of the Taroona faithful. And East's possession. Go the line out right in front of our camera. Taroona just needs someone to go into that hooker position. Vidlich not sure where he has to go.
Just have that again. There needs to be a hooker in here. Okay.
Someone just needs to explain to Vidlich where to go. He was told to go into hooker, but he didn't know where to go.
Okay. You got it. You got it.
And they've gone quickly and then lost it, and Nordstrom, after coming off the naughty chair, has managed to steal that one in the line out. So he'll be looking forward to this last 5 minutes of play. And a nice run up the field here from Cannell, who's had an exceptional game. Quick ball. Burke comes in. Oh, steps off the left. Not enough, though. Pops it back up and finds Nordstrom close to the line. Now about 10 metres, getting maybe 10 metres out. Vidlich will hit this at a good line. Can they stop the big fella? They can. Support comes, though, and they roll him back. Comes out. Chaperon Tucker dishes to Davies with nice hands. Oh, great catch out there by Cooper. And he goes over and puts the ball down for another one for the Penguins. Some good hands out there to get that ball out quickly into space. Particularly nice hands here by Davies in 19. He had to move this ball on quickly. He only had a couple of steps and he was under pressure, and he gave that ball out in front of Cooper, who with his big outstretched hands was able to gather that one in and just tap it down over the line.
Yeah, positive. Anywhere in this line. It's on the side.
And Davies is going to be the one to take the kick.
Come to your right on the side. Thank you.
Another injury to East's. Not sure which who that player may be coming off. Maybe Sinclair. Just being carried slowly from the field by Jaunty Savoury. He's not able to get in there, and the East's cavalry just arriving to give a hand out there. Kick from Davies, no good.
I've got 1 minute left in the running time.
See that from Evans with 1 minute left. Our clock's been running without stopping for nearly 33 minutes.
He held on to it as soon as he went down.
So 1 minute to go. Got time for a kick-off and not a lot else. Just negotiation there between the referee and the captain of the losing team. Yeah, let's call it. I think the boys have definitely had enough. Taroona may have wished for one more go, but that's definitely enough. Players starting to get injured, players starting to drop off. Now's a good time to call it a day. So, entertaining day of rugby so far. Great game between these two teams. Very, very resounding victory there to Taroona, coming up 59-7 over a depleted East. But great persistence by the East team to come back and manage to score a try right down in the depths of this half. Great play by all round, and we'll be back in a little while on the other stream for the seniors match. The Greg Sawyer Cup this afternoon, played between Taroona and University.